In this worksheet, there's a data validation rule in column B. And the rule is that the entries here must be more than 2 days later than the entries in column A. And here's the formula. And that's all well and good, and it does keep out a lot of bad data. However, what if the shipping date that we have entered here is a Saturday or a Sunday, and maybe you don't do shipping on those days? What day of the week is this? If you're familiar with the weekday function, one means Sunday. Let's not allow Sundays. Now this one's already here. We'll have to change it manually or adjust it somehow. But data validation does not control existing data. But let's change the rule here to make sure that the entry not only meets its previous criteria, but also that it not includes Sundays as possible answers. So clicking column B, going back into data validation, let's change this rule and put the word and. This is the function and that allows us to require multiple criteria here. Not only must the entry in column B be more than 2 days greater than the entry in column A, we also want to make sure that the weekday, again, we're using cell B1. It's the active cell for the column where the data is going in. We want to make sure that the weekday of B1 is not equal to 1, which means Sunday. And if that's all we want to do, we put in a right parenthesis. But if we also want to make sure that the shipping date is not a Saturday, then we want to do almost the same thing. First a comma, weekday of B1 is not equal to, less than, greater than arrow, 7, which is Saturday, and a final parenthesis here. Now I'm going to highlight this and copy it so we can see it better. Control C here. Click OK. Same message we saw before. For B1A1, it's wrong. We don't care. There we are. Now that entry is there. We can't change it. But if we try and make it be the 12th, which is a Sunday, it's obviously more than 2 days beyond. Is that a Sunday? That's not acceptable. We could certainly change it to the 7th or something like that. And could we change it back to a 5 now? Nope. Can't do that. Although we typically wouldn't display that formula right here. Here it is, just as a reminder as to what it is. So in English, this particular data validation rule is saying, in effect, that the entries in column B must be more than 2 days greater than the entries in column A, and the weekday of the entry cannot be equal to 1, which is Sunday, and cannot be equal to 7, which is Saturday. So a great use of Excel date functions along with the data validation tool to really control what's going on inside this worksheet and what's about to enter into it.